Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video of the Vochek experience. This will be the last video of my little series of 9/11 videos that I'm doing for the 20th anniversary of September 11th. In the first video, I showed you my wife and my mother and grandmother's trip to the Flight 93 memorial a few weeks ago. In the video following that, I showed you the pictures I took at the 9/11 Memorial and Museum at Ground Zero in New York. But in this video, I thought that I would let you all know where I was the day this all happened. Like so many others, we remember exactly where we were, what we were doing when 9/11 occurred. So I thought that I would let you all know my story. So 20 years ago, when this was going on, I was 22 years old, and I was working at our local grocery store in the town that I was living in at the time of Berwick, Pennsylvania. Now, I did not have a car at that point, so I used to walk to and from work. It was about a 45-minute walk there and 45-minute walk back. Something I did a lot back then was walking. So I was actually walking to work as everything was unfolding. I had no idea anything was going on that day. I was just walking to work, you know, minding my own business. I had my headphones in my ears. I was listening to music, thinking about the day ahead and, you know, thinking about work and how I couldn't wait to go back home after work was over. And like I said, I had no idea what was going on. And this was real early in the morning as well. So when I got to work, my job was to be the person that would be outside to collect carts from the customers and everything and bring them back in. And once that was all done, be inside and bag groceries for the cashiers and stuff. And on this day, like I said, I had no idea what was going on. And even while I was at work, I had no idea what was going on. But I did notice that some of the people that I work with and some of the customers that were there, they had like weird looks on their faces. It was like faces that like, I can't really describe, you know, like just these faces on, you know, that was like, what's going on? Like, why is everybody, you know, looking the way they are? I even seen several coworkers sitting outside, you know, on their breaks, on the benches and crying, but I never asked them what was going on. So I really did not find out at all while I was at work what was going on. So when my shift was over, same thing, earphones in my head, listening to music and walking home. I did not find out what was going on until I got home that late afternoon. Nobody was home. My mother was still at work. So, you know, walked in, you know, did my usual rituals, you know, just coming home, you know, grabbing something to eat, grabbing something to drink and everything. And I remember turning on the TV, and pretty much every channel I turned on had this big news report going on. So I was like, all right, let's see what's going on. So I watched, and that's when I found out what was going on. They kept showing, you know, replays of the planes hitting the World Trade Center, the Pentagon, and talking about the plane crash in Shanksville, and showing you know, aerial footage of, you know, the ground smoking and the debris and, you know, workers there trying to assess the situation. And then I remember not long after my mother got home, we pretty much watched, you know, the news all the rest of that evening. And pretty much we kept watching throughout those couple weeks that it was nonstop news coverage of Ground Zero, the recovery efforts, what was going on, watching President Bush come on and give remarks about it. And so, yeah, we were all pretty shocked what happened and in disbelief for a while. It's just something that doesn't happen every day, and it's like, you know, are we going to war? Is World War III, you know, coming? And of course, we all know about, you know, Afghanistan, Iraq, Osama bin Laden, and all that stuff. I'm not going to get into that part of it, but you know, it was a pretty scary time. So there you go. That's pretty much my story about 9/11 and where I was, how I found out what it was going on, and how I pretty much didn't know what was going on while it was actually happening until I got home that evening. So now I'm going to shift this video over to Sarah, my wife. She's going to tell you her story about where she was on September 11th, 2001. So here's Sarah.
20 years ago. Hard to believe that it's been 20 years since the 9/11 attacks. Where were you when 9/11 happened? You know, me and my husband talk about it a lot. Where we were, what we were doing. We kind of joke about it at the same time, but of where we were, not because of the attacks, but of where we were. Because when the 9/11 attacks happened back 20 years ago, I was in 4th grade. I had just walked into the school. They were just getting ready to start classes as we got the word that the first tower was on fire. They turned on the TVs and we sat there and watched it all unfold. It's been a crazy 20 years since then. Now, granted, I don't want another 9/11, but I would love another 9/12. I would love another time where America comes together. Just hard to believe. I was only 9. I was about to turn 10. It's just so crazy to think back on. And the fact that I also live an hour away from Shanksville, where Flight 93 went down. You know, when you think about it, there are people in the military now that weren't born at that time. There are people now that weren't born when 9/11 happened. Still crazy to think that I was in 4th grade. Never forget. Always remember there's nearly 3,000 people that lost their lives because of terrors. Because of those terrorists, our nation was changed forever. That's where I was 20 years ago. Where were you?
All right. So you heard my story. You heard Sarah's story. So now let's hear your story. Let's get a conversation started. Let me know in the comments where you were when all this was going on. What your thoughts were, what your reaction was. Just let me know in the comments. Let's get a conversation started. And I want to end this video with a huge, huge shout out to all the first responders in our country who do what they do run into burning buildings and just, you know, go into the situation without knowing all the details and risking their lives for our safety. I just want to thank all of you for that. And a big thank you to our military and to all those that help protect us and fight for our freedom. And so that's going to about do it for this. I hope you enjoyed this this little 3-part video series, I guess you want to call it, on this 20th anniversary of 9/11. Like I said, I still can't believe it's been 20 years. I cannot believe, you know, I was 22 when this happened, and I'm 42 now, obviously. But it just seems like it was just a couple weeks ago, not 20 years. But with that, like I said, that's going to about do it for this video. So, as always, if you like this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, hit that notification bell so you get notified of future videos. If you want to support this little channel of mine, check out the Patreon link. That's down below. If you want to follow me on Instagram, that link is down below. TikTok, you can follow me on TikTok. You can follow me on Twitter and Facebook. All those links are down below. If you want to check out our merch store, that link is also down below. And also, if you want to check out my wife's social media links and stuff that she's got going on with her podcast, her YouTube channel, and stuff, her links are down below as well. So with that, I'll see you all in the next video. So bye for now.